Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. The time is currently 2:32. I'm going to be going over the storm that is moving through for Wednesday, how this will impact your commute for Wednesday as well. And we're going to talk about some things that happened yesterday, too. I've got some snowfall totals to look at from areas across the Northeast. As you can see, TF Green International Airport in Rhode Island took home the most snow out of this system. It was a historic blizzard for Providence and for all of Rhode Island and parts of southeastern Massachusetts. But again, this airport in Rhode Island took home just about 38 inches of snow, which is over 3 feet of snow, excuse me. Warwick, Rhode Island, 36 inches, and Providence, Rhode Island broke the record for snow for the city. They got around 36 inches, and the record was held before that in 1978 from the blizzard that year. So the total was broken yesterday. Whitman, Massachusetts got around 33.7 inches of snow. Middleborough got around 31. Bridgeport, Connecticut, 20. And Boston Logan Airport got just under 17 inches of snow. We did not get much here in Portland or in Maine, but here's a look at the current snow depth across the Northeast. You can see the area that got hit the hardest from this storm, and that's areas of southeastern Massachusetts and all of Rhode Island, as you can see in the circle I'm drawing here. Those areas got hit the hardest with wind, with snow, visibility, whiteout conditions. They got blizzard conditions for much of the day yesterday. The Portland Jetport did go under blizzard conditions for 6 hours yesterday, and we all know the snow was not the biggest factor in the storm. We got probably around 4 inches in the Portland area. But again, you can still get a blizzard with 4 inches of snow. It really depends on the wind. And we got peak wind gusts at the Portland Jetport, 56 miles per hour. That was around 11:50 in the morning on Monday. And winds, along with the blowing snow and the falling snow at the time, dropped visibility under a quarter a mile through the midday and afternoon hours at the Portland Jetport. Again, that was one of our observation sites, and they were under blizzard conditions for 6 hours during the day. But if we take another look at some pictures, this is from a family member of mine who lives down in Charleston, Rhode Island. They got well over 30 inches of snow. I think they got around 36. I think the picture on the right is a snowdrift, so you can see the yardstick in the snow. They got over 3 feet of snow piled up there, definitely over 2 feet, possibly even 3 on that car right there after they shoveled. And the wind, of course, knocked off a lot of that too. So they definitely got at least 36 inches down there. Again, the airport in TF Green saw the highest total that I saw. But let's talk about things that are happening here. We've got a weather maker on the way for Wednesday. It's going to start in the morning and it will last through the midday and into the afternoon hours, stopping in the early evening. This will bring a plowable snow to our area. We can track this out hour by hour. You can start to see snow developing across areas of Vermont and southwest parts of New Hampshire. You can see the temperatures. This is an important note. The temperatures at this point are in the teens and will only rise into the 20s throughout the day, especially for interior areas. Coastal areas could see the low 30s, but it's going to be a fluffy snow. We're going to see lots of powder out of this fluffy, light snow that is very easily blown around again. Wind will not be an issue tomorrow. However, it will be easier to clean up. Still is going to make a mess on the roads, though, especially through the midday and afternoon hours tomorrow, through much of the interior areas of Maine, the foothills, through coastal Maine, Penobscot Bay, Rockland area, Mid-Coast Maine. This is around 11 a.m. on our storm tracker. Snow has begun. Start times are going to be around 7 to 8 a.m. on Wednesday. That's when York County will start seeing some snowfall. As you can see, it hasn't started quite yet in down east Maine. But we can change that and move forward here. This is around 4 p.m. on our storm tracker for Wednesday. You can see that snow has stopped in portions of coastal southern Maine, like Portland and Portsmouth, down through York and Biddeford, Saco. It has stopped snowing in areas like that, along with Lewiston and Freiburg. Snow has come to an end, but it is still snowing in areas like Rockland and down east Maine at this point. So their evening commute will be more tricky than, say, in the greater Portland area. Plows will be out all day, I'm sure. sure, and we'll continue to clean it up through the day. We may see a lingering snow shower through the 10, maybe 11 o'clock hour in the late evening on Wednesday. This won't add too much to any accumulations at all. They're just brief snow showers that are moving out, and lots of us are indoors and sleeping by that time anyway. And as we wake up Thursday, we'll be left with lots of sunshine, especially in the morning. We could see some cloudiness in the afternoon, but overall, Thursday's shaping up to be a pretty good day. Let's talk about how much snow you can expect. Through the greater Portland area, portions of mid-coast Maine through Bath, Georgetown, you guys are expected to get 2 to 4 inches of snow. It's not a huge system. We've definitely seen more snow out of the storms that we've had this winter, but 2 to 4 inches is still plowable snow. That's what we're expecting throughout the day on Wednesday, again, starting in the morning and ending before our evening commute for most of us, except areas east of Rockland. You guys will hold on for snow a little bit longer. It might not even be holding on for longer, just much as the times will be pushed back, of course, because you guys are farther east. 1 to 3 inches will do it for areas north of Lewiston and Augusta through much of the Sebago Lake region, Sanford, along with much of York County, Freiburg area, through the foothills, Greenville and Bangor. You guys are expecting 1 to 3 inches. If you look north of Rangeley and Greenville, coating to 1 inch will do it for you guys. This is a clipper system that is moving through the Great Lakes currently and will be approaching us on Wednesday. And we can talk winds because winds were a great factor yesterday. They will not be tomorrow. We still will see gusts up to 20, maybe 25 miles per hour for coastal areas, especially for mid-coast Maine. This could definitely blow snow around at times, and we could see dropped visibility, but it will not be as intense as what we saw yesterday. Nothing like that at all. This is a much weaker system. It is not an ocean storm. It is coming from Alberta, Canada. So it's a very different storm, different in the way that it's set up and different in the way that it's moving. So we could still see some wind out of this, but it's not going to be anything like what we saw yesterday. And as we head through the evening hours on Wednesday, winds even die down more through the evening hours on Wednesday, and we're going to see winds pick up maybe a little bit through the very early morning hours on Thursday, but it won't be a huge deal throughout the day. As we take a look at those next 3 days, we're going to see, again, we've got lots of sunshine today, beautiful conditions today. It is a little breezy, however, lots of wind lingering from the system we saw yesterday as the low moves further and further offshore. It's left us with some wind to balance out our atmosphere. So we're left with those windy conditions today. Wind chill values, we can actually look at that real quick if you'd like. Wind chill values today across much of the area are 9 to 10 degrees below the actual air temperatures right now. The wind will die down through the evening, and you can see the temperature lines get closer and closer together as we reach the 10 o'clock hour tonight. But we do've got some wind chill throughout the rest of our afternoon. Let me go back to that next 3-day graphic. Again, light snow is in the forecast for Wednesday, starting in the morning, 7, maybe 8 o'clock in the morning. Moving through the day on Wednesday, it's going to wrap up before our evening commute. Doesn't mean the evening commute will be perfect. It could definitely still be messy, and I'll touch on that in a minute here, but we've got partial sunshine for Thursday and a little bit of a warming trend. Actually, this weekend looks really nice, and I will get into that in a second here, but let's walk this through day by day. Again, Wednesday, tracking snow. As we move past Wednesday, we've got lots of sunshine, maybe partly sunny skies for Thursday. And then we're tracking a system to our south that's going to stay to our south. I've seen a lot of people on social media hype this storm up, and it's completely staying to our south. We're not getting anything on Friday. Actually, Friday looks to be a really good day with plenty of sunshine, as you can see right there. That's what we're getting for Friday. And as we move through Saturday, we'll have a low pressure system make its way to our north. It's going to leave maybe some mountain snow showers for the evening hours on Saturday. And it's possible as the cold front moves through, we could get a snow squall or two. And I can go back to that timestamp right there. You can see maybe a snow squall, a light snow shower move through the morning on Sunday. They won't be a big deal. If you do get a snow squall, it could drop visibility at times. They don't last too long, but they can be difficult to drive in if you are driving at the time of a snow squall. If you have hit one before, you know that it can be a little tricky. It's almost like a surprise. when you hit one driving. But as we look at the snow map again for Wednesday, you can expect 2 to 4 inches as you look to the greater Portland area through Yarmouth, places like Rockland. You guys are going to be on the lower end of 2 to 4. You may even just see 1, maybe 2 inches of snow through the immediate coastline on the mid coast, and that includes the immediate coastline for down east Maine as well. 1 to 3 inches will do it for areas north of Lewiston, Augusta. You guys are right on that line. Thinking 2, maybe 3 inches for Lewiston and Augusta. Freiburg expected 1 to 3. Sanford, much of York County. York County getting a little bit of a break here with the snow, at least, just because of what they saw yesterday. They probably saw the toughest conditions for the longest amount of time yesterday. It started very early in the morning for them, and it lasted through very early in the evening too. They got probably the brunt of the impacts yesterday. Again, 1 to 3 inches will do it across much of the Sebago Lake region, Freiburg area up through Greenville and Bangor, points north a coating to 1 inch. And as we look at some travel impacts through the morning and afternoon hours, especially when the snow is starting up, that'll make travel a bit more difficult, especially through the midday and afternoon hours. The snow will wrap up for most of us during the early evening hours, and that will allow for some easier commute travel times, but again, still low to moderate impacts are expected for that evening commute, just with the nature of the storm and ending right around our evening commutes. That will definitely make for some messy travel, but hopefully the plows are again out all day long, cleaning up the roads for anyone that does have to drive tomorrow evening. And then by the time the overnight hours come, there could still be some lingering cleanup going on, but overall we should be good by the time we wake up Thursday morning. I could definitely see some schools canceling tomorrow. It's definitely a possibility, especially since the snow is going to start in that early morning hour, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and last pretty much throughout the day. And it will be a plowable snow. I can see some schools canceling. If not, delays, I don't think really make too much sense because the snow is starting in the morning and it's not one of those systems that's happening overnight and we can clean up the roads really quickly in the morning. If anything, it's probably going to be a cancellation. This weekend, we can jump ahead a little bit, a very early look at our weekend. Seasonable temperatures expected for Friday. 35 degrees is around the normal for this time of year. You can see we're going to get lots of sunshine, mostly sunny skies, in fact. And Saturday is going to be a beautiful day. We're going to see a mix of sunshine and clouds and the high temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Beautiful for this time of year. And Sunday, again, we are tracking a cold front moving through the area that could leave us with a light snow shower, maybe a snow squall. If you do get one, they won't last long and they're not going to accumulate too much either. It's just a possible scattered light snow shower. But otherwise, temperatures aren't too bad on Sunday. 36 inland, 37 near the coast. That's above our average for this time of year. If we look even further ahead from March 1st to the 5th, that's next week. I can't believe it. We've only got 4 more days of February, 3 if you don't count today. March 1st is on Sunday, and we are currently tracking below average temperatures for the first 5 days of February. We're going to keep close tabs on this. I don't expect temperatures to drop significantly the first week of March, but upper 20s, low 30s. I mean, it's nothing that we've not been able to handle this winter. I'm just glad we're out of the thick of winter where we were seeing those really, really cold wind chill values in the lots of our mornings in late January to early February. Anyway, we're looking at above average precipitation for the first week of March too, just continuing our active pattern that we've seen this past week. That's going to continue into next week as well. And I will end it on a 7-day forecast, or I might end it on the snow map coming up here in a minute, but you can see we've got lots of sunshine in the forecast if you don't count Wednesday. Wednesday, again, we are having a plowable snow move through the area. 2 to 4 inches. We'll do it for the greater Portland area, 1 to 3 for most areas. But if you are on the coast, mid-coast areas as well, 2 to 4 is expected for you guys. We do have lots of sunshine and a bit of a warming trend through the end of the week to the start of the weekend. 43 degrees will do it for the coast on Saturday, low 40s. We may even approach the mid 40s. And overall, I mean, our normal high for this time of year, now we're approaching the end of February. We could see 35 to 37 degrees. That's our normal high for this time of year. And as we look at our inland planner, much similar conditions are expected. Chance for a snow squall or snow shower Sunday. Otherwise, that cold front will leave us rather chilly for Monday, and that goes for coastal towns as well. But lots of sunshine expected. All right, let me end this on our snow map for tomorrow. My goodness, I have so much stuff in here. Here we go. All right, I will end it on the snow map. I hope everyone has a great afternoon. Nate says it's that stupid groundhog's fault. That's really funny. And Wilder says that they hate the cold. I know. I'm sick of the cold too. I'm very happy that Saturday looks nice, mid-40s. We had that a few weeks ago, and I'm excited to get that back. So I am very hopeful for warmth in March. So we'll see what we get, but I'll leave you guys with the snow map. Again, 2 to 4 inches expected for the immediate Penobscot Bay region, mid-coast Maine, up through Lewiston, Augusta. You guys are on the cusp of 1 to 3 to 2 to 4. You could see around 3 inches, I'm guessing, for you guys, or predicting, I should say. 1 to 3 inches, Freiburg, Sanford, through York County, Greenville, and Bangor, and less as you look north as well. I will leave it at this. Again, snow starting around 7 to 8 o'clock hour in the morning tomorrow, lasting through the afternoon. All right, I hope everyone has a great afternoon, and I will see you next time. I'll probably be back doing this around the same time tomorrow, so I will see you then.
This has been live interactive Weather Authority coverage from CBS 13 and Fox 23.